Hello everyone, welcome back to another one. Okay, today I want to talk about Flutter main because Flutter main is really good. Everyone's using Flutter main. There's a lot of different ways to use it. So we're going to start with the focus sash set. The focus sash set. This is like probably the most standard one. Like it's just a focus sash Flutter. Typically when you're doing focus sash, you definitely want to just invest max speed and max special attack. And like I put the 4 into defense to maybe help with like physical rolls, like surging strikes. It doesn't matter. You're getting KO'd by surging strikes anyway. You could put that 4 anywhere. It probably wouldn't make a difference anywhere, but it's okay. This one's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, most Flutter carry Moon. Actually, I think all of them carry Moonblast. A lot of the more offensive ones carry Shadow Ball, but if you were like wanting to replace this with something like Thunder Wave, you could. Something like Taunt is pretty good as well. So that is definitely considerations for this set. I will leave all these sets in the description. Like I'll leave a Poke paste, like this paste that I'm using with these 4 Flutter main. I will put in the description. You guys are welcome to take any one you want. So yeah, this is the Focus Sash Flutter. Pretty self-explanatory, pretty simple. It's literally just 252, 252 because it's Focus Sash Flutter. What else are you gonna do? So this one is a choice specs Flutter. Now I think the most interesting thing about the choice specs Flutter is actually this last move slot here, D-Gleam, because there's a lot of things you can put here. You can put Parrot Strong, you could put Taunt, you could put Thunder Wave, you could put I think some of them are like, I think there's like a Japanese team running Pain Split. I don't know if that's a real thing. I just heard about it. What other things does it get? Like Sub you could run. You probably wouldn't want to run Sub on Specs Flutter, but hey, if you're really dedicated, you could. But I mean, Deep Gleam is the most like standard option here. But basically the point of this Flutter is just to do damage. Like it's really good beside things like Ogerpon and Mungus because you can like follow me or Rage Powder and then just start clicking Moonblast or Deep Gleam and killing stuff. This should be Terra Fairy. I don't know why it's Terra Ghost. Yeah, so this spread actually survives a Hearthflame, a Jolly Hearthflame Ivy Cudgel, unless you get crit. And also not beside Swords of Ruin, because that would be a lot to survive. But it does not survive Woodhammer, so be wary of that. But this Flutter is not meant to be staying around for so long. It's meant to just be doing damage. It has 188 speed to outspeed the Adamant Chenpao, but like most of the time, you would ideally be beside a Redirector or something that can actually like cover your Flutter main. Okay, so it's called Dorian main. And someone in the Team Canada Discord and one of the Team Canada World Cup players made this Flutter main. And if you are looking at the spread, this is diabolical. Let me pull up what he said about it. This is Dorian main. Everyone say hello to Dorian main. Tired of dying to Woodhammer, Surging Strikes, Ivy Cudgel, Sucker Punch, Flare Blitz, Iron Head. So it survives a lot of things. If you notice here, it doesn't actually have Protect, which is quite interesting because, I mean, obviously this one suspects doesn't have Protect, but this one has Protect, the next one has Protect. A lot of them run Protect. But Dorian main does not have Protect. And the reason it doesn't have Protect is because this is such a diabolical spread that you don't need Protect. You don't need to be protecting because you're surviving anything anyways. So that last move slot is more optimal for something like Taunt or Icy Wind or T-Wave. Like here you're running literally all the options that a Flutter could have. Now, if you really just hated the world, you could probably put Pain Split. I don't know why this idea of Pain Split is stuck in my head, but I saw someone use it and I was like, oh, that could work. So you could use Pain Split Dorian main. That's just like evil. Like you're actually just a messed up person if you do that. But hey, bro, do what you want to do. And this is a typical Flutter main, just like a typical booster energy Flutter main. This one survives. So this Flutter will survive an Adamant POW Icicle Crash, which is nice. It has enough speed where it's 188, so even without the speed booster, that's beating those Adamant POWs. So it'll win even without a speed booster in a 1v1 against Adamant. Actually, that's not true because they would have Sucker. But you do have that speed booster as well, which is great because most Flutter, this is one above the bump, I'm pretty sure, yeah. So this just allows you to be fast, like hit decently hard. It's still a Flutter main. Like, even though I only have 36 investment, 160 is still not bad. Plus, with Terra Fairy, like, you're doing damage. But this Flutter typically kind of serves as a support role with Moonblast, Icy Wind, Taunt. Like, you could do a lot of stuff here. You could put, like, again, T-Wave, Pain Split, Parrot Strong, like, all of the moves that people are using. But typically, you'd want T-Wave here just to Parahax people. Like, you can just kind of ruin everyone's days with this, which is kind of funny. There's one more that I didn't add, and this is, I guess we can just duplicate this one because the spread would be relatively similar. So I want to talk about a Calm Mind Flutter, which would probably look something like this. Now, Flutter actually gets Draining Kiss. So this is not a very strong move, but it recovers 75% of damage dealt. So you're like, especially with the Calm Mind, you are doing a lot of damage. Now with this, you probably want to invest more in bulk and less in special attack and less in speed. Okay, let's see what's around this speed tier here. What you could probably afford to do is go like really slow. Now this is somewhat similar to Dorian main in a way, but we probably want maybe a little bit more defense here. So maybe something like this. I don't know if this is good. Probably not, but you could try it and maybe it'll be good. And you'd probably want to use something like Terra Water or Terra Grass, or just something that is a little bit more defensive, so that way you can actually get these Calm Minds off. I really don't think this is probably not very good at all. Oh, you could also run sub. You could run sub. I don't know about this one. This one's a work in progress. I wouldn't use this one if I were you. If you want to try it, I mean, go for it. It might be good. Probably not, but these other four are pretty good Flutter main spreads. Like, all of them are consistent, and they'll do what you need them to do. So if you enjoyed, please like, please subscribe, please, please, please. I will see you guys next one. Goodbye.